Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying your evening. We are live in the Action Lab, your premier sports and entertainment talk show on the internet, and it's not close. Welcome in. We are with you on a Wednesday night, enjoying all of what's about to happen. It's a great time of the year to be a part of all of these different sports events coming up. We got NBA playoffs. We have NHL playoffs. We have Scotty's favorite, the Masters, on the horizon. We have so much news going on. We just got done with the national championship for the NCAA tournament. We got all sorts of stuff to catch you up on that we didn't talk about. We've been talking a lot of food recently, but we're going to be talking some sports tonight, and we're going to be getting into it on a Wednesday night. What's up, Scotty?
What's going on? Yeah, I'm excited for the morning, Chris. Excited for the morning. A tradition unlike any other. The best tournament in golf. Masters is tomorrow. Get your bets in now.
You're gonna help me out with some bets tonight. You're gonna,
Okay.
So I'm gonna, I always like to place a couple bets on the Masters.
I will say, usually the Masters, I think, is the easiest tournament to almost predict. This year kind of feels wide open, but there's some guys I like still. But there's a bunch of guys I could see winning, like 10 to 12, and I would not be surprised with any of them winning.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. Obviously we've been kind of building up to it. We have all of this. This kind of feels like the start of spring and summer and good weather. We always talk about this with our Masters, right? It's always like feel good, fuzzy, like good weather. Even though we had good weather all winter here in Colorado, it didn't even matter.
Yeah. I don't even know. Did it snow in Colorado this year?
No, it didn't. Like twice. That
might have been
the only snow we had.
One of the worst ones we had. And that was nothing. That was nothing.
It was crazy. So we've just, we're just inheriting this great weather. And we're going to be talking a little bit of golf tonight because I know y'all love talking golf in the chat. So we'll do that.
I'm going to go on a soapbox for a second about I'm scared to get older and older, Chris, because speaking of the weather, every time I'm like talk to an older person than me, so like old, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, what a beautiful day. What a great winter we've had. And they just bring it down. They're like, yeah, but we really need moisture. We need moisture. I'm like, you're not wrong, but can we chill with that? Like, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fires here. It's going to be bad. But hopefully they're in the planes where they, nobody is affected by it outside of nature, which is important too. But I just don't want to ever become that person's like, but we really need the moisture. Like,
we'll get it, man.
I'm fine with rain. Don't snow.
Yeah,
don't snow. I'm fine with rain. Like, unless I'm supposed to be outside, and then don't rain.
Well, I was on a call with at work with one of our just customers, clients, whatever you want to call them. And they were just like, they're in Seattle, and they're just like, oh yeah, like, man, I could really use some sunshine. We've just been getting hit by rain. And I'm like, I'll trade a little sunshine for some rain for you. We'll do that.
To be honest, what is he talking about? That's every year in Seattle. It's year-round rain.
Yeah.
They get like sun, and everyone's just like, "Oh my gosh, it's still there."
The sun exists.
Didn't leave us.
The sun exists just like the back of the moon exists. Did you see the astronauts shooting around the moon, Scotty?
Chris, somehow my X feed or Twitter feed turned into like conspiracy. I didn't look up or do anything, but like every time I see a post about this Artemis 2, it's like a conspiracy post that they're not really, like, the astronauts aren't even on it. All this stuff, and I'm like, and there's some picture. Why? Like, there should be way more coverage of it. Like, I know they're far away and whatever. Like, I get that, but like, the more and more I see how little they can show of this, the more I know we did not land on them in 1969.
They were not real.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Yeah, all the conspiracies.
Literally, I would put the percent that we landed on the moon in 69 at like 7, and that feels high.
Yeah, there's here's my thing. It's like it's kind of weird. Like, if we've done it once back in the back when technology wasn't good, how we have everything at our disposal with technology nowadays. Yet, we couldn't maybe land this time around? Like,
Well,
like,
what I was told by someone who works in the aerospace field, that this is a lot of these trips are about proof of concept, so that decades from now we can go to Mars.
I've also seen
decades. I'll say NASA will go in decades. Elon might go next year. I don't know. Every time my guy who works in the aerospace field, I bring up Elon Musk. He hates him so much.
There was my boy Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, he was talking about the moon. Yeah, he's my boy. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't
My
care for
man.
him at all. Go on.
I like listening to him talk about science because I know how much you love. You just don't love science, it's fine.
No, but he's full of shit. Go
on. He was like, we've never gone to the moon or done anything. Someone asked him, like, are we going to go to Mars soon? He's like, no, never, not in our lifetime. And he was like, why? He was like, well, we don't do shit unless we have a reason to. Like, we heard, like, unless you have personal, like, financial reasons that you want to do, or unless we're trying to beat somebody politically to do something, we don't do anything for free.
Earth's extinction, Chris.
We don't do anything for free.
Mars is the next thing we got to get to escape the extinction of humans on Earth.
Whenever that's going to happen, right?
It's going to happen.
But
it happened to the dinosaurs.
He was like, back in the day when we did all the moon stuff, it was because Russia was trying to figure out how to get to the moon. So we were like, oh, we got to beat Russia. And then this time around, we have, I think the Chinese were like, hey, we're going to send some people up to do the moon thing. And so all of a sudden, U.S. is like, hey, you know what? We should probably explore the moon. So it's like, there's always a reason for us, and it's never just because was his argument, and which I believe there's always a reason.
We're not even going to land on the moon until Artemis 4. So we have another one in the works, Artemis 3, that still won't land on the moon.
Yeah.
And then Artemis 4 is supposed to land on the moon, from what I was told.
But I mean, all of the conspiracies are out of this world. You know, it's crazy.
Oh,
You like that? You like that?
Yikes.
Yikes. So, I guess they're on their way back. I guess the astronauts are on their way back. They haven't landed yet. They got what?
It was a 10-day trip, so it's been like a week, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's all right. Well, then you should probably look at some of the conspiracy things and why. Well, they. This is the furthest anyone supposedly has ever been away from Earth. Chris, Chris Wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, saw the backside of the moon, which, I mean, I was like, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting like aliens on like a little alien colonization on the backside of the moon or something. But it was like they were making a big deal. No one's seen the dark side of the moon, the back of the moon. What's back there? And it's just like the same thing that's on the front side. The same thing that's on the front side of the moon. I'm like,
and I saw questions. If it's such a dark side of the moon, how were they able to take shots of it? And it looked so lit. It was lit up. Okay.
They had a lot of iPhone flash.
I didn't even see Chairman. I honestly didn't see that much.
Yeah, Chairman's on board with these conspiracy theories. We're just trying to figure it out. We can't what's the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
I guess we can't.
Probably can't.
We can't
handle the truth.
America can't do it. So yeah, exactly. I feel like, you know, we can't handle the truth. We can't figure out what the facts are. So
get your facts straight.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We're not at war for a hot minute, so we'll see how that goes.
Hey, there's a win. So guys, this is a bring your topics night. We want you guys to bring all of the things that you want to talk about. They don't even necessarily need to be sports related. We're most likely going to be talking some playoff updates. We're talking some Masters. We're talking a little bit of everything. So while we're doing that, if you have topics that you want to discuss, even if they're not sports related, throw them in the chat. We want to know what your questions are, what you want to talk about. It's one of those weeks where, you know, we're just going to kind of wing it and have a good time. I thought it was bring your top icks. Oh, well, in that case,
that's probably what is that what you put, Chris? Did you bring top icks?
My top icks. You know, one topic I wanted to bring up is something that we, Scotty, are going to be celebrating. Tomorrow is a very unique and big day, Scotty. We have something that's monumental brewing in Colorado in the sports world. And guess what? It's not the Avs. Try again. Try another one.
Another one.
It's not the Nuggets. Try another one.
Another one.
It's. Are they losing to Memphis?
They are right now. They were 23.5-point favorites.
Are we trying to lock up with Houston? Is that what we're trying to do?
No. Better yet, let's lock up with LA. That can happen. Houston could move to the 3, and then we could do 4-5 with LA.
I'll take that.
I'd rather do that than play Minnesota in the first round. LA's probably going to be they'll be out without Luka and maybe Austin Reeves too. Yeah, Reeves is out as well. So I mean, they're relying on 100-year-old LeBron to carry them. 1-year-old team. He's dead. He's basically, yeah.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
He may be not.
According to you, Chris.
According to me, he's dead.
I also am dead.
Yes.
This is just my spirit.
But the chat has nailed it. You nailed it. Let's go. The Rockies have a chance to do something that hasn't been done since 2023. And that is become a team that has had and achieved an above 500 record since 2023, Scotty. The Rockies have a chance tomorrow at 6-6, right as they sit today, beating the Astros, winning that series. The Rockies have a chance to actually be above 500 for the first time in about 1,100 days, calendar days, which doesn't seem real. I don't think it's real.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
I will disagree. It is real, and we have a chance. Can we get the parade out? This is the most Scotty. I'm going to be dead honest with you right now. This is the most excited I've been for an early regular season Rockies game in years. I'm going to be glued to what's happening tomorrow in that game against the Padres.
I mean, compared to last year, Chris, first of all, they just achieved something today that they didn't achieve all of last season. In 162 games, they achieved in 12. Do you know what that was?
Was it
It's pretty. I think you can get there. It's not like that tricky.
Let's see.
What'd they do today?
Sweep?
A home sweep. They did not have a single series at home last year that they swept a team. And they did it today with the Astros. That's one. Two, they didn't have their first road, like, where they won the series, not even a sweep, until July of last year. They already have that. We're 6-6. I told you before the stream, Chris. 4 of our 6 losses are by 1 run. We could be 10-2. We're close to 10-2.
They've scored a lot of runs. They've given up a lot of runs too, but they haven't given up a lot. Their differential is pretty solid. Yeah.
They're like 8th in Major League Baseball right now in run differential, Chris.
Which is, you'll take that. And
yeah, we have not given up a lot of runs, actually. I mean, we've given up in 12 games, and if we took away our home opener, it'd be good. But 43 runs in 12 games, that's an average of what, like 3.5, basically?
I mean,
3.5 runs a game.
I'm looking at the standings for here. We could pull them up here. Let's take a look at these standings, because we're not. Let's enjoy these standings a little bit. Let's enjoy.
I mean, we always want to talk baseball, Chris. So let's do it.
I mean, we never get the opportunity to really chat
at us
baseball.
We're like, let's talk about baseball. Everyone's like, no.
All of a sudden, the Rockies are starting to win, and we're like, okay, let's talk some baseball. What do you think? Okay, so let's just real quick zoom in on this real quick and take a look at where we are. Look at the differential in the NL West when it comes to, let me pull this open. Maybe I can get it. See, the Rockies, Dodgers are plus 34. No big shock there. Then you have the Diamondbacks in second place that are minus 13. Then the Rockies at plus 10. And every other team in the division is in the negative on differential. So the Colorado Rockies have a chance to do something pretty special tomorrow. We need to get a ban? Can we get a banner? Can we get a parade scheduled? Is that what we're gonna do? I think we gotta do something.
Yeah. I mean, as I said before the stream, they also recorded their lowest attendance in the history of Coors Field today, while getting a sweep. 15,000, not bad on it. Like, if that's your lowest number ever, Miami would be dancing in the streets if they got that many for any game.
Miami would be dancing in the streets if they got 5,000 in the stands. That would be huge.
And I would argue that, I mean, they didn't play great against Miami, but like they've had to play Toronto, Houston. Like, these are teams that are expected to be good, right? And they won both those series and went 5-1 against those two teams. Usually against the American League, we just, especially on the road, like it gets to July, we go on like a 10-game road trip and we go 1-9, like every year.
Yeah,
there's one of those at least. Even when we're like halfway decent, we still do that.
If the Rockies can go 7-6 and get above 500 this early, I feel like everything else that happens the rest of the season, icing on the cake. Icing on the cake, Scotty. It would be already. This is big. This is a big deal.
New.
Yeah, NL
What do you mean by stacked?
Central. The worst team in that division is 6-6. You got, well, I mean, I think you're pretty hype. You're hyping up your boys a little bit. You know,
They're -3 run differential. The Reds 8-4, a -2 run differential. Like those are, especially the Reds. That seems like an anomaly to be 8-4 with a minus run differential a little bit. But
and then
well, we know the Reds are not going to be there at the end, right? I don't. Well, I think. That's like the NL West. There's not a clear cut favorite in the NL West either. It's wide open.
Diaco says, "Win a game." That's it. What's up, Lizzie? How we doing? Mariners are sure aren't winning games. Yeah, the Mariners. I don't know where the Mariners at. I don't know. 4-9.
4-9. After their incredible, I mean, obviously it's a long season, but their boy Cal Raleigh, who came out of nowhere last year, is batting 143 right now. He kind of, you know whose vibes he kind of gives me? I think what was his name? Eric Davis for the Orioles back in the day. What was his name? Chris Davis, where he like had a couple years where he just like was hitting bombs and then he like fell off hard quickly. I feel like that might actually be Cal. I don't want it to be happening.
Bobby Bonilla, my boy.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
Oh, the brawl? No,
No.
the brawl was Angels and Braves.
Angels and Braves was that brawl. Which, by the way, can we talk about that for a minute? Go ahead, Rick. We'll talk about that brawl next.
Swung with the
baseball in his hand.
Smart, honestly.
Hold on. Let me stop talking, Rick. Well, no one can hear you anyway.
No one can hear Rick. This is perfect.
Hold
I
on.
can hear him. That's unfortunate, but
Hold on.
while you're doing that, Cade Cunningham did come back for your boys chairman tonight. They won, nice, by 26. I mean, they played pretty well without Cade. And they pretty much have the one. Do they? I mean, they have the one seed. Right
There you
in
go.
the East, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Pistons. Yeah, they're looking solid, man. Pistons looking good. I'm curious with the East. We'll get in. Man, there's so many different angles. We got the baseball brawl, which we'll get in. Where do we want to go? We'll talk. How about this? We'll jump into the NBA playoffs here in a second. I did want to talk about that Atlanta brawl right after Rec. What did you want to say about Seattle?
They had a game against the Orioles. They hit 3 home runs to right field, but none of them counted because the right fielder stole all of them back. Joe Adele with the game of his life defensively.
I did see that. I have questions why it's allowed on I think it was the third one. He literally ended up over the fence. He caught it, but he was over the fence. I have questions about why that's allowed. I feel like if your whole body, it's like football. Like if you don't get your one, depending on pro versus college, 1 or 2 feet in, it's not a catch. Like I feel like if you catch a ball, and listen, it was a great catch, don't get me wrong, but you clear the wall and you're beyond the wall with the ball in your glove, who cares? Like your whole body is out of the field. It should be a home run.
Just put some parameters around this stuff, you know?
Like that makes no sense to me why you're allowed to do that. Like the Rockies last year should have just had their like an additional left fielder that was in the stands trying to catch home run balls. That would have probably saved them some runs last year. Like when you got like a right-handed bat up, move your second baseman to the stands in left field.
I'm back.
Hey, Captain. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate that. 2 months from a year with these crazy fools. Yeah, man. Good to have you here. It's been a fun
I
ride.
understand that Rec and Chris are crazy. But I balance things out, so it's fine.
No, you do not.
Chairman says if your whole body is out, it should be a home run.
Chairman and I agree again.
Joe
How many
Quills
subs are we at?
with the hype train. Let's get it. Hey.
Joe Quills is talking about there is a new cheesesteak stand at the stand. I don't know if it's. I'm sure it's not great. I don't know if it's awful or not, but he's like, oh, but it's not like authentic cheesesteaks, and I know Philly or whatever. Can I just say I've been to Philly and I did the 2 OG Philly cheesesteak spots. I forget. I don't even remember what.
You said they weren't all that.
Pats and Geno's?
Pats and Geno's. Not
Yeah,
good.
no, those are tourist traps. I agree, those places are horrible.
Now Philly does have some good cheesesteak spots, but the OGs are not it.
It's not what everyone says. They're not as cracked up as everyone says they are. They aren't OG spots, LMAO says Philly.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, they're OG because they were the original.
They're like they're the ones that
they're
people
not the
talk
best
about.
spots.
Yeah.
Obviously. They're not the best spots. They are the OG spots because they were the original gangsters out there. That's what OG stands for.
It's for I mean, those are like the most talked about, the most.
I feel like
spotlit.
cheesesteaks transform now into now it's like a seeded bun on a roll, like the sesame seeds on there, and it's Cooper Sharp cheese that's really popular now with the cheesesteak.
Anything's better than Cheese Whiz.
Cheese Whiz is not my favorite. It still works okay, but it's not my favorite. But the Cooper Sharp is legit.
Yeah.
Also, Chris, how many subs are we at? Because we do have a sub goal that we talked about last stream.
Let's see. We're at
10.
10. What?
We need 15 more. We need 15 more to hit our first sub goal.
I don't even know. Remind me, what was the sub goal? Did we?
You trying a brisket brownie?
Oh, a brownie on a brisket with. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that was what we agreed on, but if that's what it is, we'll do it. I mean, it's gonna be weird.
What we agreed on.
It's gonna be weird because I'll do it, but can I replicate it to the point? I mean, I could probably elevate it. I might be able to do even better than what they do on that brisket.
That's even better then.
So I don't know. Either way, I prefer provolone. I'm sure I'm late to this one, but who is winning the Masters? We haven't talked about the Masters. We're gonna get in that here in a second.
Masters. We will.
I wanted to.
I'm gonna be up and watching.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the brawl, though. Scotty, the brawl yesterday with the Atlanta Braves and the Angels was spectacular. Why don't we have more of these types of just let them go kind of things? We had a player who had a baseball in his hand and swung at someone's head. We had this name sounds familiar for all you Colorado Rockies fans out there. Walt Weiss going in, digging deep and getting a tackle, picking up from the hips and tackling a dude. I mean, we had also.
To be fair, that was Don Zimmer that he tackled. Not true, but
it was.
I don't know if people understand that reference or not, but if you do, you do.
The Zimmer, that was Pedro Martinez. Yeah. Pedro, and throwing him by his head to the ground, like that was one of the classic brawls.
That poor old man. But I know. Well, I'm not going to get into it on stream. I got some interesting news today, though. Well, maybe I'll talk to you off stream, Chris. But I'm not going to do it on stream.
Interesting news regarding
an old man beating somebody up.
Oh shit!
Hey,
someone I know very well. You know quite well.
Beating up an old man.
He's the old man. He beat up a much lesser old man, but still kind of old, and it's not good.
So the opposite of a Mark Sanchez, then. Okay.
Yes.
This one was he's
Ooh.
spending a night in jail, and maybe I'll get. I don't know.
Oh, I got to get in on this story later. All right. Fair enough. We'll get to that later. Hockey is the only good fight sport. You know, hockey is a great sport for fights. The best fight I arguably can throw out there in any sport is hockey with the goalies. Anytime you have a goalie fight, there was one about a week ago that was pretty good. So goalie fights are good. But yeah, baseball, I think, needs a little bit more of like just the brawls. You know, we get them quite a bit. By the way, this I think what initiated the brawl, and maybe I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about another game, but I want to say there's a dude on. Was it who hit the home run? Atlanta or
It was LA that hit the home run.
LA? And I guess there's a dude on that team that's hitting like 569 or something crazy, and he hits a home run on his first at bat, and then the pitcher comes out and just beams him on his next at bat, and then I think he beams him on his third at bat again.
He didn't beam. He didn't beam him the third time, but he threw up and in.
Up in his chin, right? Up kind of towards his face a little bit in that direction.
Yeah, like it was a wild pitch because it was too high for the catcher to get. But yeah, it was. So guy takes second, but they're showing the replay of the guy just sliding in to beat the tag from the wild pitch, and they go back and everyone's out of the dugout already.
I mean, it was great. I mean, yeah, it was a fun brawl to watch. I'll take that all day, every day.
It's one of the better baseball brawls because usually baseball brawls are pretty weak. I mean, none of them know how to throw a punch, and it's usually more just kind of that like, hold me back, bro, hold me back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever beat Rougned Odor punching the life out of Jose Bautista on the base paths.
Yeah, Odor of the Rangers back. Yeah, just with a knockout. I do like.
The glass is flying.
What's his? Oh my gosh, I can't remember names anymore, Chris. I'm getting too old.
Just did it escape you now?
What's his name? He was one of the best players in baseball. Right?
Is it Joe Quills? Joe Quills talking about Nolan Ryan?
No, it wasn't Nolan Ryan. It was when he threw his like shoe or something. The glove or something. It was with oh my gosh, the right fielder that was with the Nationals and the Phillies.
Oh yeah. Bryce Harper.
I kept wanting to say Percy Harvin. Is that concerning?
Percy Harvin is very concerning.
Bryce Harper.
I was like, why can I not get this? That's concerning. I'm losing.
It's fine.
Mind.
It's fine. You're good. It happens.
I can't remember names like I used to. I can tell you like so many details about these people, but I could not tell you their name.
Who's that? It's like, who's that guy?
I know they went to college. They went from this year to this year. They were at Oregon State. You remember? And I'm like, but I can't remember the name. It's like David Smith. Oh yeah, that's a tricky name to remember. So who would remember that?
Who's
David Smith?
Who's the wide receiver in the NFL? Oh, Kevin Harvick. Is it Kevin Harvick? No, wrong sport.
Now we're getting into NASCAR. Even I knew that was NASCAR. Look at me.
Get into
Kevin Harlan.
And memories fade. You know, we get old, man. That's what happens. Basketball used to be good before Jordan started whining. Says Chairman, getting into basketball talk. You know,
did he misspell James LeBron?
Yeah,
misspelled it.
Also, Scott, back to your thing. You're talking about when he charged Hunter Strickland.
Yeah, it was the Giants, right?
Yeah, because Strickland got his ass beat by Harper in the playoffs.
That was a fun one.
Yeah,
remember that one, but. Yeah, baseball brawls, and clearly baseball could clean this up more if they really wanted to, but I don't know if they really want to because they could have the same rules as the NBA because the NBA is now like if you leave the bench at all, you're suspended. MLB could institute that too, but they're like, but should we? Let's make it a little more let's appeal to some people with some brawls every once in a while.
Yeah, because you can't find to spend like all 100 people.
I guess that's true.
On the benches.
That's true.
Yeah, and then you always have the bullpen spreading out to contribute absolutely nothing to the brawl.
Yeah. Well, they're tired by the time they get in there, so they had to run in from the outfield.
The benches can't leave the dugouts 9-on-1. Which I do think there should be a thing where it's like hockey.
That's true. That's true. I guess I didn't think about it like that.
It should also be like hockey where
one-on-one.
Yeah, just like everyone fights. If two people want to fight, just people clear the field, they fight. Eventually gets broken up, they're suspended, or like they're ejected, suspended for whatever the MLB decides. But they should just be allowed to go when you beat the crap out of each other until the steam they're done.
Yeah.
Like hockey.
ABS has been the best gift to baseball. It's so much fun, says Captain.
ABS is great. Did you see CB Buckner almost immediately after it's implemented?
He's had a rough time.
He's the new worst umpire after Angel Hernandez retired.
My boy.
And then after one of his worst
Angel.
games, the next day he got hit with a foul ball, pretty aggressive.
I saw some catcher.
Man, what a bad week.
Some catcher got hit in the nuts by a 100-mile-per-hour slider. Did you see that? I saw that. That was
if it was a 100-mile-an-hour slider, it must have been Jacob Mizorowski.
Yeah,
throwing.
who the hell is throwing a 100-mile-per-hour slider?
I don't know. It was it hit square in the nuts. I was like, damn.
Only Jacob Mizorowski can do that.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
He felt it in his plums. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was baseball. Baseball's been interesting this year. We're only 12 games in, but I'm telling you, the Rockies tomorrow, they're gonna get the dub. I'm gonna be. I got to figure out how I'm gonna watch that game. How am I gonna watch? You can't watch it here, can you? At least
I can send you some piracy sites.
I can, but you have to spend a little money, Chris.
Man.
Yeah, I'll send you some sites, Chris. I got you.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out a way.
I now want to look up what our record was in San Diego last year.
Is the game at San Diego and in Colorado?
San Diego.
Yeah, let me know. Anyways, let's move on to NBA. NBA playoffs are almost here. 4 games left. The Nuggets, by the way, I saw a score bot. Took the lead. Yep. 107-94.
They might cover that 23.5 all of a sudden.
They might. It's.
I mean, Memphis is literally playing.
They're playing G leagues. They're playing G leaguers. Not even G leaguers.
Their injury report going to this game was 9 players.
Jeez. We quit. We forfeit the season.
Well, that's the problem with basketball right now. There's about almost half the league is quit the season.
But Chairman, your boys, we were taking a look. The Detroit Pistons, they have clinched the Eastern Conference. They are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Can't be caught. Boston is right behind them, but 3.5 games back on a 4-game win streak, by the way. So they were trying to make it. All teams in the top 4 of the Eastern Conference have winning streaks right now. Well, Pistons have a 1-game winning streak, obviously, but Cleveland, New York, Boston, I feel like it falls off after that. I mean, it's like a 4-team race in the East. There's not really much else after that. Detroit, I'm curious how far. I'm trying to think about how far I feel Detroit can make it. They're still a team that I don't know. I want to believe in Detroit, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet, Scotty. I'm trying to, but
the East is so much worse than the West. No offense, guys. You shouldn't take it as offense. It's good if you're an Eastern Conference team, because I would argue the three best teams are in the West.
I would agree with that. You have to believe you called your shot. No, I will say I was on. I knew that the Pistons were on their way up. I knew that they were going to be good. they're fun to watch. Yeah, like Captain says, they are fun to watch. I just wouldn't. If you're asking me right now today, would you take them in a series over Boston? I don't think I can say that. I truly believe that teams need to like go through a long playoff run here or two, here and there, to like get an idea of how the playoffs how long and tedious that is of a grind. And teams that haven't gone all the way through to the Eastern Conference Finals recently, and they're young, it makes it tough. That's why the Spurs are a challenge for me in the West, even though I know they're a good team. I just think that I don't know if they have really considered how long of a grind the playoffs are for a young team like that. Wemby, all those young kids, Harper and Castle, and I mean, it's tough. It's a long road. So that's why I think a lot of the people are taking, because Denver's most likely, as of right now, going to be matched up with the San Antonio Spurs in the second round if everything goes the way it's supposed to right now. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting for the Detroit Pistons. I do think that they are going to be a team that's going to be in the top of the Eastern Conference for the next couple of years, especially with Cade building around him. But man, big ups to them.
They could definitely make it to the final. I don't know if they can win it all, but they could definitely make it to the final. Chris, the Pacers made it to the final of the East last year.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And they won.
Now they've won like 5 games this year.
Here, I wanted to pull something else up.
Chairman, you're wrong, Chris, because Chairman already pointed out it's inevitable. In 1989, the Michigan Wolverines won the national championship in basketball, and the Pistons ended as the 1 seed and won the NBA title. So it's already over.
Oh,
it's
so
already been decided.
History is repeating itself. I guess I didn't know history was on our on their side.
Science. It's science, according to Chairman.
So, are you sure you believe it then, Scott?
No, I don't believe it at all.
That's what I thought.
So there you go. You can believe, Chairman. Science. Yeah. Take a look at the let's scroll down here to the NBA Western Conference and take a look where the West is looking, because the West is super interesting for me. Hold on. Oklahoma City Thunder at the top, still haven't clinched the conference yet. The Spurs still have a chance to crash that party, but I don't think they're going to get there. Denver with the win tonight on a 10-game winning streak, Scotty. 10-game. That's pretty good. Which means they would most likely match up with the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are locked into the 6th seed. Which that should be, man, that Lakers and Houston series, let's say that's going to be one of those series that I feel like is rare in the Western Conference, where you're like, I don't really care about that series. Normally that's the Eastern Conference. But between Houston and the LA Lakers, I probably wouldn't be as interested in that. First time chatter. Let's go. Welcome in.
That doesn't look like the first time chatter. I'm seeing a different headline over it.
Oh,
I don't see any.
Well, I see something before it. Hold on. Driving at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's because you're not a mod. That's because you're not a mod in the.
Cool.
You're also banned. I forgot about that. I should go ahead and ban you.
Well, good thing I never write in the chat.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like the April Fool's thing, but you never put your thing in.
Never what?
Oh, I see what he's doing. Oh, it's one of those spammy things where it's like, hey,
yeah,
I'll bring my squad. Hey, bring your squad. Hey, I'll let you bring your squad. Come on, bring your squad. I don't care. But I'm not. You can join our Discord. How about that? You join our Discord and bring your squad, and then we're good. We're golden. We're Gucci. There you go. There's the link if you want it. Papula. however you say it. Welcome in. Good to have you. Who's your team and where you're from? Hoopla. Yeah. I mean, Lakers are all hurt. Houston, I don't think I still don't think they're out of the woods with the whole Durant gate, with the texts and the burner accounts. I don't think I think that's still a thing. You can't just escape that, right? And then you saw this weird thing with Golden State the other night. Did you see that, Scotty? Where we're talking about the whole tanking thing going on in the NBA. The Sacramento Kings fouling Seth Curry with 3 minutes left to go in that game, in like a 1-point game with 3 minutes in the penalty, and they just foul him in the open court. And we're like, wait, what's happening here? So you got some tanking allegations going on, investigations.
I mean, all teams are tanking that are out of it right now, especially with this draft coming up, because you want a high pick. There's some really legit players. Although I'll say it goes like pretty deep. I think there's like 8 guys that like last year could have gone one, like, well, not last year, but 2 years ago could have gone one.
There are some really solid players, actually. By the way, we haven't talked about some of the other. I mean, this past year, if you want to take a look at it, I think Con Knuppel is just absolutely insane this year. So he's been playing solid for the Hornets. So that's been a surprise. Shout out to the Hornets. They're fun to watch this season. But no, going to this draft deeper, even though you had Con and you had some of those other guys last year, Darren Peterson still at the top of the draft, even though he's had some question marks all season long. Your boy, Cam Boozer in the top 3-ish picks, give or take. You got DiBonesta from BYU.
AJ, Darius Acuff from Arkansas.
Caleb Wilson from North Carolina. The freshman from Houston. It's not Flemings, but it's something like that. Kingston Flemings. Oh, it is Flemings. Yeah. Kingston Flemings. Yeah.
Hey, you finally remember the name.
I mean, just that Keaton Wagler, the kid from Illinois, he's kind of climbed up there into that top few picks recently. So, I mean, lots of solid players that are going to be.
Keaton Wagler is a crazy story because he wasn't even like a top. I don't even know if he was a top 100 recruit, and now he's going to be like a top 10 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
after 1 year, wild,
pretty crazy.
That doesn't happen often.
Pretty crazy. So tanking is at its all-time high. NBA is going to try to fix that. Who knows if they're going to be successful? Lots of different. There were some different theories and different ways that they were trying to do it, where it's like, after a certain point, during certain cutoffs where, the NBA is exploring tanking rules where if you've had a certain record back-to-back seasons, but then after a certain point, your record, it doesn't really matter. Like it's, I think after some, like the All-Star break is a cutoff point for some of these as well, with how they want to approach when your record matters or doesn't matter. So I don't know. There's going to be some interesting things that Adam Silver is going to be going through and evaluating going into next season, but there will be changes to jump in on this tanking issue. But anyways, playoffs, because that's what really matters, right?
Playoffs?
Yeah, initially. And then it's draft season, but yeah.
So, Scotty, it looks like Minnesota's the pick for the Denver Nuggets, or the matchup for the Denver Nuggets.
Unless you tank.
Unless
these last few games.
Which I don't think that's...
And we played the Thunder and Spurs in the last 2, but I don't know how many guys they're going to be playing, to be honest. I think they're basically going to be locked into the 1 and 2, where
I think
they don't have a lot to play for.
OKC wins their next one. I think they're good. And then, yeah, it's kind of like, all right, well, what do we have to play for? We're not going to be sending out our guys. So this is most likely what it's going to be. So Minnesota, Denver, which would put into motion a second round matchup. We saw one of the best regular season games. I was at the game against the San Antonio Spurs this past Saturday. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the best. I mean, that was a playoff atmosphere style game for the Denver Nuggets. And if we get a 7-game series of that, I'm in for it. I'm going to be stressed the fuck out, but it's going to be an incredible series, that second round. Not to overlook the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just think the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're banged up. They're not going into the playoffs as the healthiest team, and there's going to be some issues with them, I think, handling this full healthy squad of the Denver Nuggets. So,
but they're also your kryptonite.
They have been. I saw a couple Minnesota fans on X that were very encouraged with the fact that they're playing the Denver Nuggets in the first round. And I was like, this is a different team.
That's a lie. They'd rather play the Lakers or Rockets. I guarantee it.
I think Lakers and Rockets are the low-hanging fruit of the Western Conference right now. Playoffs picture. So that's the playoff picture for the... I
mean, the Thunder have like a walk to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're... Any of those teams that they play... it's gonna be a nice streamline, and then we're gonna start talking about you got the easiest path, right? Remember we talked about that with these. Of course you do. You have the number 1 seat. You earned it, right? It is what it is. But NBA playoffs coming up, 4 days away, and then what's nice, Scotty, about the Denver Nuggets and this play-in bracket? They get some time off, man. They get a little bit of time to see what's I mean, because don't they wait for all the matchups until after the play-in brackets are completed?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, all right. Get some rest. Feel good. Get healthy.
I still think they should get rid of the play-in. And it didn't work at all this year because the play-in, at least the teams that are in it, are already like decided in both conferences.
Well, that's
now where they're slotted in that is up in the air a little bit, but the 7 through 10 teams in both conferences are already decided.
I think it was a good idea initially, and I think it's overstated its welcome. I think it when there's only 5 teams in a conference that don't make the play-in, at least it just. Again, you need to change the regular season length, or you need to adjust how many teams get in. And especially with the expansion coming in, you got a team in Seattle and Las Vegas potentially coming in. I don't know. I think there needs to be a fresh look with the play-in stuff. I think it's stale. It's done. Okay. So that being said, that's the NBA playoff picture. Congrats on the NCAA bracket to Mr. Chairman of the board. Picked Michigan. Homer. Must be nice.
Homer pick wins.
Homer pick wins. It must be nice to pick your Homer pick and, be able to cash in. I'll look to get you.
I don't sense any salt from there.
I mean...
Good for you. No salt here.
No salt. Nope. They earned it.
Pick your team.
I saw a take by your boy, which was interesting. Mr. Nick Wright, who was like, man, the past handful of like NCAA champions have been so not as memorable. Like he was talking about how this Michigan team, I'm not going to remember this Michigan team. I don't remember last year's team. I don't remember the team. Like the last team he remembers is that Villanova team where they hit that buzzer beater against North Carolina, where it was like, man, that was a team to remember. But he was like, yeah, like it's just none of these teams over the last few years winning the NCAA tournament have been really memorable outside of maybe the back-to-back Dan Hurley UConn Huskies. And I was thinking to myself, I'm trying to think back on the most memorable games, championship games. And I don't necessarily disagree with him. Like, there's not
I mean, the game itself on Monday was not it wasn't the highest form of basketball we've ever seen. I mean, Michigan played phenomenal against Arizona in that Final Four game, and then it's all shot making, right? And neither team offensively was making a lot of shots in the Natty game. But for me, what makes it not memorable is not the game itself. Is like who's on these teams.
The star power. Yeah.
Well, it's not even star power. It's like they're on a different team every year. I don't think the starting five for Michigan, none of them started their career at Michigan. None of them. And it's just like the portal is out of control in college basketball. Like I don't know. There's more guys in the portal than aren't, for sure. It's out of control. Like they have to figure this out a little bit because there's no. It's hard to connect to a team because college basketball is about watching, these same players grow in your program, get better and better, and like build something. But now it's just like, and I know, listen, they're getting paid, and it's more professional basketball than it is college, frankly. Like, but it's just not as intriguing to me when like none of these guys have like a real heartfelt affiliation to the school. It's like, this is the school. I like the school, and also they paid me the most. But if I don't get playing time this year, I'm going to leave and try and get more money elsewhere. Even if I get playing time, I might leave. I mean, Kansas has like, of their top 8 players, I think all but one are already either in the portal or going to the draft. And Derek Peterson. It's like, okay.
It's all, and then it all resets.
Just a completely different roster next year, which we had a almost completely different roster this year. And it's like, building emotion towards these players and like tying to them year after year just doesn't exist anymore.
It's just
players just leave and go somewhere else and this and that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't adapt and like good for Michigan. I'm sure if Kansas won it all, I'd be like, college basketball is in a great place. But for me, like emotionally, it's just hard to get as tied to my team because like I get to watch these guys play together for 30 games and then they're off to another school. Like, all right, see ya.
Shifting around. And here's the thing. Like there's something, I mean, we grew up. Both of us were young when we remember, a lot of the players that we watched in college basketball as young kids, we were like, man, they're there for all 4 years. They stay. You can get to know the players. You can understand like, oh man, there's some affiliation. They're truly bought into the program. They're truly bought into playing for that team and trying to win a national championship. And then like, it's just such a different shift. And I get it. Like it's like for all you guys who don't adapt to or adopt AI, if you're not using artificial intelligence for your shit, you better start doing it because that's where we're going. Same thing with college basketball. That's where it's going. But that doesn't mean the old stuff wasn't good too, right? Like two things can be true. And it just, to be able to see a player go and stay at a program and like, I mean, I have no idea from year to year who's on the Gonzaga team. Like they got maybe one dude that stays for 3 or 4 years and then that's about it. Otherwise, everyone's transferring here and we're getting new players from other programs and and then the money aspect, you lose the magic of like the small programs that have these players that are bought in, that stay with their program, or Cinderellas, so to speak, all get poached. They all go to bigger programs.
What you need, almost as important than the coach in college basketball now, which wasn't the case before. You didn't even need these before. You need a GM. You need a guy that's devoted to, during a season, looking at all the other players across the country and watching games, knowing that, like, all right, there's going to be a transfer portal, and how can we form a team that's going to give us an opportunity to win a national championship? Like a GM, because the head coach is too busy. The coach can't do it. So you need like a legit like general manager that's in charge of building the roster along with the coach a little bit, but like. And then, of course, the problem is,
you know what else you need?
The same playing field because you need money.
That's what I was just about to say. Yes, you know what else you need?
You need
straight
money,
cash, homie.
That still doesn't always work because you pay the wrong guys that don't fit together. I mean, Kentucky had a massive budget this year, and their team was garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, not garbage, but they weren't anywhere near what their NIL budget was.
Yeah. Yeah. NIL is definitely changed the landscape. I mean, it's definitely a different game, different landscape, rightfully so. But man, all the magic of what we used to have of players. I mean, it's just not there as much. It's just all right. Who's going to be the best free agent pickup over the next offseason? So that's what it is. Dusty May was responding to a text message from free agents as soon as the game was over. Yeah.
Sure. Which that shouldn't even have to be a reality. Like, he shouldn't have to do that. Like, good for him for doing it, but like also that's just what's broken about college. And then the portal starts so soon, and we didn't even talk about our boy Michael Malone.
Getting the
North Carolina job.
Yeah, I mean, his daughter goes there, plays volleyball there. So I mean, that I don't know how much he says it wasn't an influence, but I think it had a little bit something to do with it.
I mean, the $8 million he's getting a year isn't bad either. But
what is he?
Because the last time North Carolina brought in a championship pro coach worked so well for them.
Well, the interesting thing about that is if you look at Michael Malone's record as an NBA coach, when Jokic isn't on his roster, it's not good.
No, I think he's
well below 500. Well below. Now he was coaching like Sacramento, which can anyone win in Sacramento? I don't know. Like, but, and I'm not saying he's not a good coach, and it'll be interesting because obviously he doesn't really have any experience. I think the last time he coached at any level in college basketball was 2001, so 25 years ago. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles that. I think he can be a decent coach. I also think he can be a bit of a prick. He gives, he kind of gives off Sean Payton vibes a little bit to me.
He does have a little Sean. I think he's more polished than Sean Payton, but he still has that kind of attitude.
Behind the scenes, I think he's old school. He will lay into you, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but I don't know. I know our uncle-in-law, whatever you call him, had someone high up in the Nuggets organization, or at least worked over there, who for years said that he's just not. He doesn't treat a lot of the people in the organization great. Let's just put it that way.
And college is
when you see him in interviews, he is polished and he does look like a great guy. So who knows what's the truth? I don't know. I don't know the guy.
By the way, record from 2022 to 2025 is what I found most recent. Without Nikola Jokic, he was 11-16 between 2022 and 2025. I mean, Jokic never missed games, really, so there's not that many games to really throw in there in that whole sample size. But it's still, you can tell he benefited a lot. I mean, do we think that David Adelman is the best coach in the NBA or a top coach in the NBA right now? I don't think he is. But
Michael Malone was 61-101 in his NBA career without Jokic.
Which
40 games under 500, 37, won about 37%.
Is that?
Of the time. That's it. 61-101.
Jokic didn't.
According to AI, I don't know.
Jokic hasn't missed that many games though.
Well, he coached other teams, Chris.
Yeah. Okay, you're taking into account his entire career. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah, the time about the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings. Yeah, totally.
So why expand when you could just move the Kings and try to give them a fresh start? Send the Kings to Seattle. I don't think anyone would be too sad about them leaving.
Rick, I don't know if you heard the hate. LeBron threw shade at Memphis. Did you? I
did see that. Yeah.
What did he say?
He's doing a little. He went on my favorite golf YouTuber, Bob Does Sports, and he played 9 holes with him. And he kind of threw shade at he's like, I'm 41. He's like, you think I want to go to Memphis and stay at the Hyatt and like Memphis was like the single city he attacked the most. Of like, he's like, move him to Nashville or something. Like,
But I haven't said this on here before, but I actually agree with him. I think if the Grizzlies moved to Nashville, they would double the fan base. People here, Memphians do not care about sports.
Memphians?
This is not a sports city in the slightest.
Memphians?
Memphians.
Yeah.
Memphians?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't know Memphians was a term for anybody.
Yeah, but people from Memphis do not care about sports. It's a food and music place.
And drugs.
Nashville
And
is
crime.
food and music and crime. Yeah. Crime here is horrible, but I mean Nashville's also food and music, but if you go to a Nashville Predators game, you know how passionate that city is about the sports.
Speaking of Memphis, what was the spread of the game tonight?
It's 23.
He says like 22.
Nuggets didn't cover.
136-119 for the Denver Nuggets as they take care of business tonight, which was like, why did it take so long for them to like win this game against Taylor Hendricks, Toby Akani, Cedric Coward, Jemiah Mashak, and Walter Clayton Jr.?
I know like two of those names.
Yeah, and the rest aren't real. So there's why was it so hard? I don't know. But
It's hard to get up for a game like that, you know?
yeah, it's tough. So they get the win. They're pretty much locked in again to that 3 spot. All right. So there's that. Let's get to I'm curious about the Masters, Scotty. Let's get to the Masters. Let's talk some Masters.
Give me 2 seconds as you dive in. Hold on, I'll be right back.
So when Scotty gets back, we're gonna look at some Masters bets. We're gonna see what we want to do for that, and yeah, play some bets. See what we want to do to make it interesting. It all starts tomorrow in the morning, obviously. And yeah, I'm excited to see what ends up happening in the Masters. Now, I think the overwhelming favorite isn't Scotty Scheffler, as always. He's the world number 1. So
Scott's favorite,
Mr. Scheffler. So he is the favorite at plus 550, so 5.5 to 1. If you want him, then it's Bryson DeChambeau and John Rahm are the top 3. John Rahm, 10 to 1 on your money there. So we're going to talk about some of those, and I don't know. This is the one. It's like anything else. Like opening day, you get excited, and then it kind of fades as after that. Masters is kind of similar, where it's like, man, golf is back. Even though I'm a casual. I'll admit it. Golf fan. I'm not a guy that follows it all season long. I'm not a guy that watches every tournament, but I'm not gonna lie, I get excited for it. I'll get into it. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that here, and we're gonna get Scotty's favorites as far as who he likes to win here in a quick second. Otherwise, hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. We're here every Wednesday and Sunday. Sunday, I want to say we might start getting into NFL draft previews. And maybe I kind of want to do an NBA draft preview. I kind of want to get into some maybe community nights. Maybe we do a game night.
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe a good idea.
I know we had a lot of fun in the off season last year with a lot of game nights. Maybe we do some other things besides Jackbox. We could do some Jackbox too. So we might get into some other community nights. Maybe you get into some throwbacks, get a throwback in here and there. Maybe if we want to if there's certain games that we want to go back and rewatch, we could do that. But yeah, we can play around with some different ideas for Sundays. But I want to get into, we're getting closer and closer to the NFL draft. And
You know what that means?
that means Rec's going to be out here soon, which means we got to start planning that. So we're going to be getting some of these things aligned here very soon. But we got to talk some draft because we'll be able to chat about the lead up and maybe some of the players that your teams could potentially be getting into drafting for this year's event. So we'll get into that as well. But that being said, Masters is first, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, all these are going to be where we're at. Okay. All right, here's what we have. Okay. So 2026 Masters. And by the way, guys, I think we have a sub goal. So if you guys are interested in participating in the sub goal, that is running as well. And then we also need ideas for what we're going to do when Rec's out here. So when Rec is out here in, what is it? How many weeks? A couple weeks?
Yeah, it's the last weekend of the month.
We're going to have a lot of community events planned around that. We got to start putting together a night for all the lab rats to meet up. A big lab rat meetup. That's what we need to do. So that'll happen. And we'll figure that out too. So whether or not we live stream that, I don't know. Well, we might check in and do maybe
maybe there'll be like a pop-up stream somewhere, but it'll be hard to definitely hard to like live stream from a restaurant.
But we'll go to a bar, we'll get a picture taken, we'll get all the lab rats all together, and we'll have a good time. So that'll be fun. We got 2 spots left in the NLL playoffs, and the Mammoth and Warriors are fighting their way to the top of the standings. I haven't even
That's
checked.
lacrosse.
Yeah. I haven't even checked to see how the Mammoth are doing.
Tusk up. Also, speaking of the Mammoth, did you see the Mammoth's new Zamboni?
I did see that, which, I mean, I will give them credit. They did a decent job with that. I was pretty impressed. But now it's stepping up the game. How many new Zambonis are we going to have the rest of the time or next season? How many other teams are going to go out there and be like, all right, what are we going to do? I have no idea what the Avs would do. I have no idea what that would look like. But all I can say is the first shot has been taken on the Zamboni. The Mammoth have put out the standard for Zambonis now. So we just got to figure out. I don't know what the Avs do. We used to have the Sasquatch thing, and then we traded the Sasquatch for Bernie, the dog, and I'm just like, I can't do anything with that. I mean, it's weak. You can't do anything with a dog. Can I say?
Dogs are great though.
Can I say? Let's see. We're not so hot on mascots here. I feel like Dinger ain't it.
Hardly know her.
Bernie for the Avs ain't it. Doesn't do anything for me. You have Rocky. The new Rocky kind of sucks. The guy who plays Rocky kind of sucks. But Rocky's an iconic mascot, so that's a win. And then Miles is just meh, for the Broncos. Like Colorado doesn't do mascots very well outside of Rocky. It's just not great.
I say I don't care, but as a kid, Rocky was so fun to watch because he did so many crazy stunts in between, timeouts and whatnot, end of quarters. So when you have a really great one, it's awesome. But normally, like, I have low expectations for mascots. It's like, who's truly great anymore at being a mascot? I don't know.
I don't know.
They should just get like a AI mascot, like some sort of like, I don't even know.
God.
It's not even a real person,
digital...
but it's like a digital transposed onto the court that does some crazy shit, or ice or whatever.
If we can bring back Tupac and Michael Jackson on a thing on a hologram, you could do that with mascot. Like, just do something crazy. All right. So, anyways, Masters. Let's get back to the Masters, Scotty. One of your favorite times of the year. Which Masters golfers are you keying in on when it comes to who you think? You said it's a little bit more predictable typically, but this year it's a little more wide open.
It's a little more predictable on like making cuts, maybe top 20s, top 10s like that. This is like the most wide open, I feel like, in at least a few years as far as who could win it. Now, I have a guy that I think is and he's high up. I mean, I think John Rahm is.
I said John Rahm.
Primed to. I mean, if I had to pick one player that I thought was most likely to win it, I would pick John Rahm. He's playing great on Live. Ironically, Bryson's actually won the last 2 Live tournaments. John Rahm finished second in one, and he's finished second in a few this year, and he always finishes like top 5 at every Live.
I was gonna say he's got the most, like the longest run of like top 5 finishes.
I think it's like top 10. Like I don't even think last year he didn't win a single Live tournament, I think, last year, but he finished top 10 in every single one, which is kind of hard to do, to not win one when you're top 10 in every single one. He's right there. He's won a Masters before. Bryce, my concern with Bryson is his iron game. It's a little too inconsistent where like he puts himself in great spots and then his iron game is like he's a little bit too much of a maniac at times. He could definitely win it. Like I'm not saying Bryson can win it. I would love. I still him paying me out at 41 would be the first round winner a few years back when no one believed in Bryson. He wasn't good. Was the best bet I've ever made. I mean, it was a 40-1 bet at like. I mean, I think I put like $50 on it. It was fantastic. On a 40-1, I don't usually put $50 on a 40-1, but I was like, why not? And they did it. Rahm's gonna be there. Like Scotty and Rory, I don't think Rory's got the back thing. Scotty hasn't been Scotty this year, and then Scotty just had his second child, no more than like 2 weeks ago. I'm not hearing any of these, but thank you, Cuban. It's 4 years.
There it is.
Math.
We also
You can math.
I think, there's other guys that can be the mix. Oberg is like always plays well the Masters actually, but he never gets over the hump and winning. Cam Young's a dude I like a lot, and he had the win of the Players. I don't know. Matt Fitzpatrick's been playing out of his mind this year. And shout out to him. He has, outkicked his coverage with wife by leap years. Like, so they had the Masters par 3 tournament today, which is a tradition. And often you have if you're married, your wife is your caddy, or one of your kids or whatever is your caddy. And some of the wives are like, they must see the dollar bills that are involved in the PGA Tour now, because it's crazy what some of these guys are pulling off. Because Matthew his wife's like 6 inches taller than him, and like this gorgeous blonde, like way out of his league. He looks like a nerd.
Lots of talent there. Lots of talent.
So much talent.
I'm sure
and then a lot of them have kids.
Later.
A lot of them have their kids caddy for them. But if you don't have any kids and aren't married, like Bryson, he did the next closest thing. I don't know if you saw. He had Kevin Hart as his caddy today for the par 3 tournament. So he was like, size-wise, he'll fit right in with the children. So Kevin Hart for the par 3 tournament was Bryson's caddy today, which was kind of cool.
Interesting.
Justin Rose always plays well at the Masters. He was the one who lost in the playoff last year to Rory. Even if he, like, years when he's not playing well, he still competes at the Masters. This year he is playing well, and so I think he'll be in the mix. Sleeper I like. Oh, well, one, I always love to make a top 20 bet on Patrick Reed. Everyone hates Patrick Reed, but he plays well at the Masters. He's won there before. And another guy that I think would be a good sleeper to bet to win it, actually, is Jordan Spieth, who obviously has won it in the past. I think Jordan Spieth is going to be in contention here. Those are a lot of the guys I'm kind of targeting as like, I mean, they're higher up. I like JJ Spawn for like a top 20, Terrell Hatton for a top 20. I'm sure everyone's very familiar with these names. Cam Smith to make the cut for sure. Gary Woodland, Rock Chalk, just came off a win. I don't know if you know the Gary Woodland story, Chris, but it's super cool.
I'll have to look it up. I don't know it very well.
He had like a, oh my gosh, I should know this better. He had like a brain tumor that he had to get removed a few years back. And then, or I should make sure that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Yeah, he had a brain tumor. He's fine. He just won like a week or two ago. And he's been back for a little over a year from the brain tumor, but like he right before that came out with like he's basically suffering. Like he came out finally to everyone being like suffering from PTSD and like anxiety around crowds and shots now. Like everything's changed with his mentality. But like he came out and told the world it, and then the next tournament he played in, he won. So, and he's a Jayhawk, so I'll be cheering for him.
I'm sure you will.
Great story with that guy. Those are some of the guys I'm targeting. So
Okay, well there you go. I'll have a couple here in a second. Real quick, Def Callion. You want to talk about? Throwing in names.
Can you pronounce that name?
No, I can't. He didn't even have to do
I mean, it's an easy name to pronounce.
Night cheese.
No, it's
night cheese.
It's not a long
night
I
cheese.
sound. It's a short. It's not a long I, Chris.
Nietzsche.
I thought it was like Nietzsche. I would have gone Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Well, I don't know much about him.
A philosopher, Chris.
Yeah, he's a German philosopher and writer who started his career as a classical philologist, writer who critiqued religion, philosophy, and contemporary literature. What didn't he critique? Maybe he'll critique some of the
sports.
Does he critique sports too? I mean, he's critiquing everything else. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. He maybe critique some of the shots that we're gonna see in the Masters tomorrow.
Well, he doesn't. I don't think he critiques a lot anymore, Chris.
Is he
not that we are privy to.
Is he at least 40?
Has
got bad news for you. He's been dead for a long time.
Announced his retirement yet?
Thank you, Evil.
He's been dead for 126 years.
Oh,
he only lived to 55. So he was
it's
almost dead.
It's
at
only
40.
that long?
How did he die?
I thought he was way older.
Oh no, he died of pneumonia.
Who didn't get pneumonia back in 1900 or one of those Oregon Trail diseases?
He probably died of dysentery. Yeah.
Jinx.
Yes.
Is that still a thing? Jinx?
Something.
Someone put in the chat earlier 6'7". I'm like, that's not a thing. My son now went from loving 6'7" to being like, you can't even speak that.
It's
not
dead.
A thing
It's
anymore.
dead.
He's 9 and he's like, it's not a thing, Dad.
Yeah.
You're so mad.
Yeah, he's like, get the hell out of here. Thank you, Evil, for the 200 bits. He has not announced his retirement yet.
Blue to Green also asked, where do you think SGA's 20-point streak game ends? Right now he's at 139. Is he though? Is he? Why don't playoff games count?
I mean,
because he would not be at 139 without playoff games. Just saying. I don't know. He averages about 20 free throws a game, so
as long as he's getting calls,
go
as long as he's getting all the calls that he's getting, and as long as referees are still doing what they're doing with him, it's gonna continue for a while.
He's a phenomenal player. Just I don't enjoy him mostly because he beats my Nuggets. Probably that's the biggest reason. But
yeah,
he's a phenomenal player. But also, I mean, and listen, Jokic does some of the same shit at times, but SGA is perfect.
I'm not an SGA hater. I'm just I acknowledge
He's great.
He's very
great.
very good. He's definitely earned the right to be an MVP in the league. I mean, no, for sure, it's fine. Like, it's not his fault that he gets all the calls that he gets.
It's the ref's fault.
It's the ref's fault.
And the NBA's fault.
And so
it's the NBA's fault and the ref's fault.
So no, I know you're busting our balls. We get it. But here's the thing, like, it doesn't change the fact that I get similar vibes with him as I did with Kobe when, like, I get flashbacks.
No.
No, in this respect. I'm not comparing him as a player. I'm saying, like, when he has the ball, when he's playing the Nuggets, I feel like no matter what he does, he's putting the ball through the hoop. And it's just, I just get that vibe with there's certain players around the league where every time the ball's in their hands, you just know something bad's going to happen to your team. And that's kind of how he's been for us in a lot of ways, where it's like you just can't stop him from doing things that, you know, he's really good at doing. You couldn't do that with Kobe. You couldn't do that with certain, like, there's other players in the league that you can't do that. It's just, it's frustrating.
In the biggest moments, he's
big. Yeah.
I mean, he had the 2 threes he hit late in the Nuggets Thunder last game was, especially the second one, was like insane to win it.
Yeah. And
it was a crazy shot.
But I guess to your point,
the one before that was a push off, but it was fine.
They called it. I will say that's what other people feel about Jokic. To your point, Blue, Jokic, Wemby's kind of getting to that point. I think maybe he's achieved some of that. I still think Wemby needs to, like, be consistent, like hitting big shots from, like, all over the court, not just and in the clutch. I think he needs to just do it a little bit more. I think SGA and Jokic are the two players in the NBA where you're just like, we don't have answers one way or another for either of those two guys when we play against them, because they can do anything they want to do. I mean, Jokic the other night against there's not a lot of players where you look at Wemby defensively and he's just like, oh, how do I, like, there was a floater over Wemby and Wemby's just like looking in disbelief, like, what? I can't do anything about this guy. When the defensive player of the year and one of the best defensive players to ever play the game has that look on his face, you know, there's only a couple players in the league that can do stuff like that, and Jokic is one of them. So it goes both ways. I would hate to play against Jokic.
I mean, the Thunder are going to be the favorites to win it all, no doubt, and they should be. They should be. Will they? We'll see.
Nope.
But they are the favorites. Should be the favorites. And they're going to be a ridiculously tough out. And if they get eliminated, it's going to be in like 7 games. It's going to be an absolute battle, whoever beats them. Because
that'll be the champ. If it's Nuggets and if it comes down to Nuggets and Thunder, that's your NBA Finals.
Ironically, if it's not, the Spurs are the one team that's kind of had the Thunder number. Granted, it's regular season, so like everything changes in the playoffs. But this regular season, the Spurs are the one team that's actually had the Thunder's number a little bit.
Yeah, it's
everything can change in the playoffs. So
tough matchup for them.
It'll be entertaining. Orioles fan, do you think Mike Malone is a good head coach for UNC? We talked about that a little bit earlier. First of all, don't call him Mike. He will lose his shit on you.
Yeah. He's not.
It's Michael.
Yeah.
You can't call him Mike. Everyone calls him Mike. Like,
he gets pissed.
So if you guys don't know this reference, it was like after the first quarter in-game, during the break interview, and this nice, lovely reporter just said, Mike Malone, and he's like, it's Michael. Like, he lost. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, it wasn't great.
Yeah. Sorry, dude, but a lot of people call you Mike. I think he's a great coach. I don't know what he knows about the college game. I don't know how he's going to handle the portal, and he's only going to get these guys for like a year at a time because everyone leaves to the portal or whatever.
It's going to be a interesting fit. I don't know if I love it.
I don't question a lot of, even though we reference his record without Jokic in his career is 61 and 101, but I think he is a good X and O's coach. I just don't without seeing it first, it's hard to project how he works in the college game.
Yeah. I think it's anytime you have pro coaches coming down to the college level, I always question how they can do with younger kids and
Well, and I thought, and a lot of people thought that UNC was going to go, and maybe they wanted to, and whatever, but the Billy Donovan direction.
proven.
Who's a guy who's proved himself at the college level. Obviously, now coaching the Bulls in the NBA, but I don't know. That would have made a little more sense. And maybe they want. Well, first of all, the top 2 targets UNC wanted, they did not get. I think the top 2 targets were Dusty May and Tommy Lloyd, and both they offered Tommy Lloyd of Arizona a bigger contract than he then got a new deal because of this. I mean, basically, Tommy Lloyd leveraged it to get a better deal with Arizona, but he stayed at Arizona. So it's not like this was UNC's first choice. That doesn't mean it won't be a good choice, but it was not UNC's first choice.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how he does, though. I'd be curious, but yeah, interesting hire for sure. I wanted to go back to your Masters. My guy that I follow, my boy. I got a couple guys who put out picks, and they just have I
thought you were meant a golfer, but you mean picks.
Yeah, it goes and puts out picks. He has a couple names here. As far as outright winners that he's interested in maybe sprinkling a little bit on. Obviously, Bryson has a chance to win, so he has Bryson. I think he was at 12-1. I don't know if he's still at 12-1. Where's the odds here?
I have him on
10-1
right now at 10.5-1.
Yeah, somewhere around there. More of a long shot outright winner, Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood.
I mean, Fleetwood at the end of last year was the best golfer in the world.
So kind of carrying that over.
I mean, he's not playing bad this year, but he's not playing to the level he was at the end of last year for sure. But I mean, he's a guy that could definitely win it, and he's at 23.5-1 on DraftKings right now. I don't even hate Colin Morikawa at 31-1 because he's an elite ball striker. Chris Gotterup's a guy that
Chris Gotterup is on this list. He's 33-1 as a long shot. Jacob Bridgman.
Bridgman's been out of nowhere phenomenal this year. One of the best golfers on tour. He hasn't won, but he's been. I mean, he's making top tens like it's his job. So.
55-1 for him.
I don't know now if this is his first Masters. No one has ever won
in their
Masters in their first appearance. I don't know if maybe it's not. I don't know if it is or not. I'd have to look that up, but he's a guy I literally didn't even know that guy existed until this year, and then all of a sudden he's
blowing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's got a few of these names here that let's see.
Yeah, he's competing in his first Masters, so don't bet on Bridgman.
maybe a top 20 finish or something. Maybe you can kind of get away with some of that.
He has 8 starts on tour this year. All 8 he's finished top 20.
Okay. So finishing position, he's got him, Jacob Bridgman, Chris Gotterup, Jordan Spieth, Ryan Gerard, Sam Burns, Min-Woo Lee.
Min-Woo Lee's and sometimes I get confused with why do they all have to have 3 names? It's Siwoo Kim, Min-Woo Lee, it's the same. This is gonna sound bad, but I get confused sometimes. Are they different? Are they the same?
We just established you suck at names. So.
Well, now you're banned.
Exactly. So this isn't ill-intentioned at all. It's just I literally don't remember names. Min-Woo Lee's a great striker of the ball, and he's a lot of stats I've seen have put him as one of I go down X and there's all these random posts of well, based off of 16 of the last 20 Masters have all won with these parameters, and then there's 8 golfers listed that qualify for it. And Min-Woo Lee's in a lot of those, so I don't think he'll win it, but he's a great golfer.
Yeah,
better than Siwoo Kim actually. If you were wondering,
Siwoo Kim is better than Min-Woo Lee.
No,
I-
Minwoo Lee is better than Siwoo
Oh,
Kim.
my bad.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Couldn't figure that one out. But yeah, so those are some of the names that I was seeing here. Let's see. And then there's a bunch of like maybe I'll do a whole list of to make the cut bets, like a big parlay to make the cut. Just throw a bunch together and see what hits.
Do some like over-unders on rounds, Chris. Make every round matter.
He also
It's fun that way.
Or he also has, you could do tournament matchups. So he has Justin Thomas over Adam Scott, Brooks Koepka over Minwoo Lee, and Cam Smith over Kurt Kitayama.
Just to be clear, the guy who picked Minwoo Lee as a sleeper then picked Brooks Koepka to beat him in a head-to-head?
He picked him in finishing position. Like over, not to win, finishing position for like top 20. But yeah, losing to Brooks Koepka. So maybe I'll sprinkle a little bit on some of those.
I mean, Brooks has historically been great at the Masters. Hasn't won, but been in contention a lot. But Brooks is getting better. He's getting there. He's just hasn't really put it all together yet. But he's had some solid finishes on the tour now that he's back on the tour. But it's more like, I don't even know if he has, I don't think he has a top 10, but maybe like a 12th, a 13th, like things like that.
Chat, while we're finishing up our conversation on the Masters, if there's any, well, you know what we haven't gotten to, but we only have about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left in the show.
Vrabel.
We got to talk about Vrabel.
Story in the world.
The biggest story. So, in case you missed it, we have some juicy, very succulent.
It is succulent.
News about Mike Vrabel, who what was this past weekend? Was this over the weekend?
Was, I don't know, leading up to the team meeting, so it might have been the weekend prior to that. I don't know. Recent, very recent.
So there were some interesting photos taken with pictures of him and a Diana Rossini. Is that
You
who?
did it. You pronounced it correctly.
Diana Rossini. There we go.
Congratulations.
We could nail this stuff. There's a bunch of rumors about an affair that have surfaced.
The rumors are based off the pictures, Chris.
That are based off of the pictures where there is photos of, and maybe I'll pull these up here. And I'll let you guys be the judge of what you think these are. So
ironically, they like one or both of them came out and were like, no, we were in a group. There was like 6 other people with us. This wasn't a big deal. Yet there's 0 pictures with the other people, nor have these other people come out and like spoken up like, oh yeah, I was there with them. No,
nobody's come to their defense. That's for sure. So we're looking at some of these photos here. Let me pull these up and kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So these photos were taken of Mike Vrabel. And they are, so to be clear, and maybe you know this better than I do, are both of these individuals married to other individuals?
correct.
They are both married.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question, Scotty. If Rach was hanging out with some gentleman and these were the pictures of her, how would you feel?
Wouldn't love it, Chris.
Would love it.
Would not
I
love it.
I wouldn't love it either.
It's, and this was like in a, like way out of the area, all adult like resort that's supposed to be peaceful and calm. Like it's not like they could have just run into each other there in Arizona. This feels like, and then I went down the rabbit hole, and there's reports now that I've seen on Twitter of Rossini going in on a full-on fight with another female, and this was years ago, because they both found out they were sleeping with the same coach in the league, aka Sean McVay. So
wait, Sean McVay is in the history of allegedly.
Listen, allegedly. I want to say allegedly. This goes down like a Reddit wormhole. Like, who knows? But I forget the other reporter, but allegedly it was her and another reporter that were both at the time. And again, this was years ago. But sleeping with Sean McVay, they both found out, and then they like fought each other.
I mean, I'm looking at some X posts here where
she reports a lot on the Patriots and Mike Vrabel. Like, she's pretty familiar with their situation. What she's done to get that familiar is up to everyone to decide.
And there are some quotes here, and I don't know. These are alleged quotes. I don't know if I haven't fact checked these.
Get your facts straight.
Yeah, maybe I need to get my facts straight.
So get your facts straight.
But some of the quotes where she's like on TV on Get Up that is like dissing her husband a little bit, like
yeah, I saw it. It's a whole compilation.
Where she was like, in 2020, she said on TV, she was like, I told my husband I need a boyfriend. 2021, I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too. I mean, like, some weird comments.
Yeah. It's not a good look. I listen, have they slept together? I'd put it at 89%. Yes.
Well, then, so what's this one then? Hold on. Let me take a look at this. So,
allegedly. I don't want to get sued by any of these people.
Allegedly.
Who's Mike Vrabel? He's the head coach of the New England Patriots.
So then there's this photo here where it's like, okay, here's, I guess,
Chris.
other people. Is this Photoshop?
Chris.
Is this fake?
Yes. Of course it is. Do you know who those people are?
No.
That's Taylor Lewan and who does he do a podcast with? That other
Will
guy,
Compton?
Will Compton, and in the corner is PFT. Like, yes, this is very Photoshop.
This feels real. Feels real.
No, it is not real. That was put out by Dave Portnoy himself as a very Photoshop photo.
And yeah, there's some weird stuff. What's up, Bliss? What's up, Medusa? Let's see. Welcome. We're talking a little bit of some spicy.
Scandal.
Spicy.
Mike Vrabel's been married for a while. So yeah, this is let's see. Stephon Diggs listening to Mike Vrabel coach him up on managing side chicks. Oh man. You see, by the way, the memes that Tiger Woods has put himself in. Oh man. He's
this one's not even as popular as the one.
He's like
when he got picked up in his car after getting out of jail.
He's like sleeping in the back, or he's like dazed in the back of the police car. The Tiger Woods memes, by the way.
Poor Tiger.
I feel bad for Tiger, but the memes are gold. They are good. Yeah, Vrabel. I mean, yeah. Holding hands. Man.
But it's like interlocked fingers. That's always a sign of something more. If your fingers are interlocked while you're holding hands, there's something more to that, Chris. That's not a friendship. Okay. I have never in my life
locked
fingers
with a woman.
With someone that
I don't know why the alerts aren't coming in, but
hey,
it's just in the background.
Thank you, Chairman, for the 43 months. Let's go. Thank you.
Gliz, is it fake though or real? Oh no, this is very real. These photos were real. 100% real. I know it's hard to ever know these days.
Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini somewhere. Yeah, like living their best life together near the water. Oh man!
Tiger starts his car. Castellanos hits a home run. Tiger would appreciate that. That would distract, anyone from knowing that he started his car. He needs that. Actually,
he need anything he can take. He'll go with. Yeah. Here's another photo. Yeah, that's more. Yeah.
I mean, there's people there at least, but yeah, that's still damning. It's still like you can't do that.
And I'm sure they know they're in public, so like they're like trying to reel it back. This is probably the reeled back version of what's actually going on. Like in closed doors, who knows? Well, I think we all know.
We all know.
Yeah, who knows they do.
I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's literally fire here on the screen. So you have that.
Sparks fly.
Can't wait to see the fallout from this. Is this? It's not to the same level. Remember the concert? What was the dude in the concert?
Yeah.
I mean, that was more like. I mean, this is
that was obvious. That was outright like, oh, there's something wrong going here.
This is up there. This is rivaling that at least. So, anyways, shout out to Mike Vrabel, who is staying very busy in the off season. Let's just put it that way.
Someone was like, "Oh, I forget the tweet. It was so gold, but it was like, oh, you could just invite someone to come to the same place as you. No big deal. Nothing will happen." He's like, "Hey, Kate Adams, meet me at so and such hotel at 9:00 tonight."
I mean, if it works, it works. Wasn't Kate Adams is linked to like everybody, isn't she? Like everyone wants to be.
Yeah, like she always.
There's no proof. But
there's no
yes,
proof.
There's a lot of links, but she's also.
She flirts. She's very flirty on her podcast.
She knows how to.
She
how to work
she knows what
room.
she's doing.
She knows
yeah.
that she is
extremely
mildly
flirty.
attractive. I think. She's okay. She's like no, I'm just kidding.
Diacola, where are their spouses? Not on this trip. Not.
This was so I because I went down a rabbit hole. Vrabel went out for the Arizona State Pro Day, and then that linked up with the NFL coaches meetings, which were going to be in Arizona, but he had a couple days in between there, and that's when he checked into this hotel, and she just happened to be there.
He checked into
She was like, "I'm reporting on the NFL Pro Day or NFL coaches meetings, and I would get info from the coaches and this and that."
I got special information from Mike Vrabel.
Her initial article had a Mike Vrabel talked about Mike Vrabel in the second paragraph of it, so that was before all these photos came out.
He checked into the he checked into the Rossini hotel for the weekend, is what he did. The Commanders GM accused her of messing with her husband a few years ago. So is this Diana Rossini who's being like sneaky in this?
I mean,
is she like? Is she? Or I mean, I'm not trying to accuse anybody, but
it sounds like you
Yes,
are,
you are.
Chris. You're blaming one side. Both are to blame here, Chris.
both are to blame. I'm just saying. It sounds like from what everyone's telling me that she has had a lot of
she had to get ahead
allegedly
in the business somehow, Chris.
allegedly.
That
I mean,
was bad.
Bruh.
yeah. Let's see. I meant the wife of the GM accused her.
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way, we'll be
Probably.
following this situation.
That'll be fascinating. I mean, Vrabel will be coach of the Patriots. Sadly, it might affect her job. It's not going to affect his at all.
It'll be
And that's probably not fair, but that's just the reality. And maybe it won't affect hers. I don't know. But people don't forget as much.
So, random note. I don't know if this has any correlation or not. back in January when teams were going on, teams were looking for their head coaches. Like Mike Vrabel was on the betting odds to be head coach for some of these teams, which is like that's weird. Why is he on the ballot? He's coaching a team in the playoffs. So I don't know if there was like some inside information that this was happening before, or if that was just something completely unrelated.
These Tiger memes crack me up, man. Mike Vrabel, when his wife asked who he was talking to on the phone, it was Diana Rossini.
Hey, no problem. I just wanted to get away because it was Diana Rossini or the president.
Or the president. I was just talking to the president.
I was just talking to the president. Sorry. Should have been let off scot free that moment.
Oh my gosh, the Tiger, like he has a problem, and I get it with them pain meds and everything, but like it doesn't. Two things can be true. He could have a problem, and I feel bad for him. But the memes coming out of that can be applied to so many different things in our world that are it's just so good. It's just so good. Medusa, dude, women are crazy and men are thirsty.
True.
I mean, that's 100% true.
Yeah, man, that's just how it works. That's just how. Nah, all the ladies watching this are like, I'm not crazy. No, I'm not.
And there goes our viewership.
And there goes half our viewership because we have all these ladies
I've
in.
never met a crazy female, Chris. That's insane for you to even suggest both of you. I'm disgusted.
Is your wife watching from the window by chance?
No, she's probably asleep by now. But
Stephon Diggs coaching Mike Vrabel on how to cheat with your side piece.
dude, I said you're not crazy. It's fine. Sorry,
Hey,
my wife is at the door.
we're in weird territory. In that, I think, is that where we end things? Is that where we're at? What's up, Medic? How we doing? We're talking a little bit of Mike Vrabel to close the show here. Rightfully so, because that's the juicy news topic of the week. Little Mike Vrabel.
Yep.
So
What are we? T minus how many days till Rec? As long as he's allowed to get on the plane, visits Colorado.
yeah, Rec is almost out here, right? We are how many days, Rec?
What are we,
Countdown?
like
What's the countdown?
15 days, something like that.
Yep, we are 15 days.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh shoot, I have a last second trip I have to go on over that.
I'm sure you do.
Dang it. That's a bummer. I was so gonna be there for that.
I'm sure you were.
Are you kidding me? Scott has it in his calendar. He's had Rec comes to Colorado in his calendar for the.
It's actually not my calendar. Actually, I looked at my calendar for the first night in the draft, and I forgot it's Thursday night. And between my 3 kids, I have 4 practices on Thursday night. It's not good. It's not good. I gotta figure something out.
This is
Gotta
where
figure
you
something
get
out.
the robots, the Waymos to
And we don't have Waymos down here yet, Chris.
we get the self-driving.
That's where I have carpools and grandparents and hopefully a wife that saves me from not.
It's not on his calendar. It's on his
Missing.
vision board. That's right. See, I knew you have a vision board.
Also, Chris. So just so you know, I'm looking up for your big game tomorrow. Your big day.
Big day.
Anyways, yeah, Rockies are plus 163. Spread at plus 1.5. You can get Colorado minus 126. Over under set at 8, with the juice being on the over at minus 102.
Guys, tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is a
Rockies
So you're
big.
gonna put
Rockies are winning tomorrow. You kidding? I looked up their record last year in San Diego, and they went like 1-6. They were good.
They were good. They were 1-6.
They nailed it.
They did lose a game last year to the Padres, 21-0, but that was at home, Chris. That was in Colorado.
That was I do remember that game.
Yeah.
Because it was like right after that game, there were all these memes like, "Hey, are you in the Colorado area and have a bat or glove? Come on down. You might be starting tomorrow."
So wait, what? I'm seeing. Let's see. Tomorrow, Rockies plus 160 on the money line.
Plus,
I got plus
what?
163.
plus money is crazy.
Plus 160 on the money line. But do they have
It's a
their
done
starting
deal.
pitcher? It says starting pitcher
It doesn't
TBD.
look like. Yeah, they haven't announced it yet. So, yeah, if it's a bullpen game, that might be problematic.
Chris, they're deep at starting pitching. They're fine.
They're fine.
I mean, they have maybe the best rotation in baseball. Them and the Dodgers are talked about kind of the same.
I just checked. Vasquez here, Randy Vasquez on the season. 2 games, 1-0 with a .75 ERA. He's only given up 1 run in 12 innings with 11 strikeouts.
Dominant.
See?
That's the Padres pitcher.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Oh, wait. What?
What?
Hold on.
But he hasn't faced the Rockets.
Yeah, this is the Padres pitcher starting tomorrow. Randy Vasquez.
Oof.
Cool.
2 games, 1-0 with a .75.
All the more sweet, the sweet feeling, right? To smash.
They're on
this
a high
game.
right now, Chris.
Everyone thinks this is a easy win. Let me go. Hold on. I'm gonna go to see other.
They were plus money in every one of these Astros games. Similar number actually, and won all 3. So
Did you bet on any of them?
no, of course. If I bet on the Rockies, they will lose. I promise.
Okay, so here's what you do. Either or both of you. You go ahead and put like a couple bucks on the Padres and hope for the reverse jinx.
Good.
Bet on San Diego.
See, this is a trap.
Just to
This
get
is
about 5 points.
this is a trap for San Diego. Look at this, Scotty. The money line: 86% of the public and 90% of the money all on this Padres. You kidding me? This is.
This game's gonna be over by the 3rd inning. Chris.
This is Vegas doesn't lose on these.
Over.
Vegas doesn't lose on these.
Let's get to. Oh, by the way, Medic. I wanted to say shout out Medic. Doing great. Finally got the wife and the new baby down for the night, so I get some guy and beard time. Hey, congratulations!
Hell
by the
yeah.
way, shout out to Medic. W's in the chat for Medic, who is now rocking the baby. Now you got a little baby action going. Who are the odds favoring to win the Masters? Maybe you guys cover. We did cover it already. We had a bunch of different names that we were talking about. But yeah, it's
Scotty's the favorite, but Rahm, Bryson, Rory, Xander, all at the top of the favorites now. I think Rahm is the best pick to win it all. And then there's a lot of the sleeper picks I like to top 10s, top 20s, make the cut. But we already talked about it, and I can't say all those names again.
Chairman, is Tiger playing? Unpopular opinion, but the NFC South is no longer the worst division in NFL. I also predict the Buccaneers coming in last in that division. Let us know your thoughts and give us your rankings on best and worst NFL divisions.
Well, it's a long way out. But real quick, I'll ask you the question: Who are they better than? What division is worse than the NFC South? Or are there multiple? You could list more.
As much as this hurts, maybe the AFC North.
I don't think so.
AFC, nah.
I don't think
It's
so.
such a mean division now.
You had a bad year last year, but Ravens and Bengals will probably be back. The Steelers.
I mean,
there's so much I want to be excited for, but I can't.
AFC South is usually the other team, other division that's always trash. But I mean,
they were good last year.
Tennessee's still trash. Jags, I think, are still middle of the road. Texans.
Colts were playing great before Daniel Jones went down. So who knows?
That I feel like the AFC South is just a mediocre. It's like the ultimate mid kind of division, in my opinion. I don't think it peaks. Any of those teams peak higher than some of these others. I think they have just a mid division. Let's see. NFC West is good usually. 3 out of 4 teams. NFC East.
I mean, maybe, especially if things keep going south of
East
Philly.
could drop where all those teams are like mid to less than mid. I could see that.
I mean, the AFC East has the Dolphins, which I don't know if they're going to be good. The Jets aren't going to be
They have
good.
the Bills and the Patriots. They're fine.
They have the Bills and the Patriots. I mean, I don't think there's. That's a good question. What's the worst division in football?
I would still say the NFC South is still the worst, but
yeah, I
who can you
agree.
really trust in the NFC South?
No, the New Orleans Saints aren't back. Tampa Bay.
It's up and down. They lost Mike Evans. They're not happy about that.
Yeah,
The Panthers.
Their head coach sucks.
Panthers. Can you really believe in them? The Falcons. ATL Lab. The Falcons are the best team in that division. Let's go.
Yeah, ATL Lab is back. I think the NFC South is. I was trying to find an argument for some of the other divisions, and I just can't find it. I just don't think. I think Carolina and New Orleans took big steps, and Falcons have a lot of talent on that team. Not saying they're infinitely better, but I don't think they are the worst anymore. I just the Saints.
They don't have a team that I can definitively say is like competing for a Super Bowl next year in that division. In every other division, you could probably find an argument at least for one team, and that's my
Awesome.
Yeah, Bill.
So it's okay. I just went ahead and put money on Colorado, on the Rockies.
Damn it, Rack.
I will. Well, I put on the spread.
You don't even bet, and you selfish son of a bitch.
I bet. I don't bet much, but I bet. I mean, I don't bet a lot of money.
Yeah, you can make an argument. AFC East has the Bills and the Patriots that are good.
Bills and Patriots, so like
AFC North, Ravens, and
Bengals. Bengals should be.
They should be, but Zach Taylor's the head coach, and they still don't really have a defense.
Rec isn't far off with his argument for the AFC North, but Bengals
It's such a medium. Like who's? What about the AFC North is respectable anymore? You know, the Ravens with the whole Max Crosby situation.
They're one of the least good divisions, but they're better than the NFC South, in my opinion.
AFC South is still. I don't think there's a team in the AFC South that could win a Super Bowl.
I mean, Jacksonville maybe.
Texans?
No.
Texans arguably have the best defense in the league this year.
They have a best defense. I just don't trust their.
They did get White Teller in the offseason, which is a big ad.
Yeah, maybe the Texans.
I think the Texans are better than the Broncos. Just saying.
Broncos only.
That all depends.
Or AFC West, only one team has a chance there.
The team
and that's Denver
with the third best odds to win the division. That team.
It's Denver.
NFC East. Eagles.
NFC East is. I mean, NFC East could be a tank
The
division
NFC East could be a dumpster fire.
Eagles are like the best team, but not by like. Ugh.
But like you don't know. I mean, the Cowboys could. They had a bad year. Usually they like have a bad year, then a better year. Commanders had a bad year last year, but keep in mind they're 2 years removed from the NFC Championship game, so like maybe they.
And they were injured to hell and back. And
I like the Giants a little bit. The Giants. I like Jackson Dart a little. I think that. I don't love that Dexter Lawrence is like holding out right now. That's
demanding a trade.
Demanding a trade, yeah, that's not ideal.
That's crazy. He's got he just signed a contract like 2 years ago.
If I remember correctly, Harbaugh said that everyone's available for trade pretty much,
which is fine.
And also, Harbaugh still trusts his guys from the Ravens, so that means Daniel Falele has another job. Which I don't know if you've watched him play, but dude might be the worst guard in the league. It's like, why? Why do you like this guy?
Hold your guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Sean Payton loves fourth string tight ends. Like that's his thing. He gets off on it.
Let's just say we won the offseason, if that's the route that we need to go. We won the offseason. If acquiring tight ends that are irrelevant in the NFL.
You maintained the status quo on maybe your worst position group on your team.
Yeah.
By re-signing all the tight ends.
If re-signing those tight ends was winning the offseason, we absolutely take home the trophy. it's not even close. All right. Any last other questions that you want to throw in the chat? We're going to wrap things up here in a quick second. I'm going to start looking for maybe a raid option here in a second, but get at the buzzer. Your last second questions.
I have a question. Who the hell gave the Buffalo Sabres permission to be good at hockey?
I mean, the Buffalo Sabres are actually doing some nice things this year. No offense to.
I can't speak to who allowed them to do it, but they're doing it. Will they matter in the playoffs? Obviously, we already said that it's going to be a Buffalo, Colorado Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, Buffalo is the top seed in the Atlantic Division. 2 points out of first place behind Carolina.
Which
first in the conference, yeah.
Hold on. When it comes to the Stanley Cup odds, I'm curious.
I'm assuming it's Colorado, Carolina.
The Buffalo.
Dallas.
Guess where the Buffalo Sabres are. Guess how many teams are ahead of Buffalo?
I bet they're like 7th or 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I said 8th. They're 8th on the list.
They are 9th in best. They're 9th in odds to win the Stanley Cup at 20-1.
No respect. No respect, I tell you.
No respect for the Buffalo Sabres. Damn. For a team that's playing as well as they are, and I mean, in the conference, second in the conference with 104 points, 2 points out with Carolina.
Hey, just like you said about the NBA, though, they gotta have some like playoff experience and go through.
Got to go through, take some lumps, you know.
Take some lumps before they can fully get there. Then
fun
again, they may
fact,
never be back again. So
before this, the Sabres had the second longest playoff drought in the 4 major sports. Not just hockey, the 4 major sports.
I didn't know that. Are the Jets the longest?
Yep, the New York Jets are the longest.
Is that going to be your question?
No. Well, no, because that was going to be too obvious. It's like, of course it's the Jets. Who else would it be?
Gliss, who does your team need from the NFL draft? Well, my team isn't going to be
of a question.
Yeah, it's
you
that.
Don't even have draft picks.
But by the way, we are going to. I think I was telling this when you were gone. Rec. I was telling Rec that maybe Sunday we start getting into some initial draft preview kind of deals where we can just talk through some players to keep an eye on in the first round. Maybe not open it up. It doesn't have to be position specific, but we'll just keep an eye on maybe some players that are interesting. So maybe we do that a little bit on Sunday. So stay tuned for that. We're going to start ramping up some NFL draft content. Give us your prediction for the NBA Finals. For me,
Pistons.
I hate picking the East.
The East is always the hardest part to pick because it's like I don't. I'm taking Boston out of the East. I feel like somehow, some way, they're going to make it pretty far. As much as I don't want to see Boston go very far, I think Boston is the team that I would. I say Boston and Denver. Boston and Denver would be an awesome finals.
I'll take 2 separate teams because we could both say Denver because we're Denver fans, but that would be boring. So I'd just go OKC and Detroit, which is also boring. It's the 2-1 seats, but like OKC has like a walk to the Western Conference Finals. They have one challenging series before they make the finals. Like, it's a big advantage.
Yeah,
get that 1 seed this year.
I don't know, Boston,
especially with the injuries with the Lakers, and Houston's kind of a mess. So
Boston offensive, they're second offensively in the NBA. Defensively, they're 4th in the NBA. They're healthy at the right time. Everything's clicking for them. Net rating, they're 4th overall. Like they got their best player back, who we didn't think would come back and play as well as he's been playing. So that there's that. He's been playing for given the circumstances of what he's coming off of. I would say he's playing pretty well.
But now he's got to get going.
Yeah. So I still like Boston. Denver Nuggets, the best NBA offense And we know that even in their run for the NBA championship when they won it back in 2023, they had the core of that team that's still here outside of Michael Porter Jr. that won that championship with offense more so than defense. So, I mean, I think they were ranked at one point in the 15th towards the end of the regular season. They're ranked 21st this season defensively, but they've been better since Aaron Gordon has been back. So the fact that when their core of Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic are on the court together, and Christian Brown, they have a defensive rating of 8.
Jamal Murray is another player that's kind of part of their core, Chris.
Yeah, no, that's true. That their initial. Well, I mean, those other guys are more known for their defense than I'm just saying. When they're all healthy, and Jamal Murray's been healthy all season, but when those guys are all on the court together, they're top 8 defensively in the NBA from a defensive rating standpoint. So the number on their defensive rating for the Nuggets at 21 is a little skewed because they haven't had the same roster that they have right now that's all healthy at this very juncture. So I think that's a little bit something to take into account here from that standpoint. But I just think the Nuggets are in a really, really good spot to take down the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference Finals or playoffs. The defensive rating on the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 1 in the NBA, 7th overall offensively in the NBA for them. Spurs are, the Spurs. We'll see with the Spurs. Spurs are a scary team, but that'll be a fun series in the round 2. Anyways, so there is our predictions. Swatson might be back. Oh, if Watson, oh man, don't get me started on him. If he's back,
gotta gel a little bit again because I don't know. And quietly, Cam Johnson's playing really well right now.
Defensively, he's been awesome, and then offensively, he's been hitting threes. So he's getting hot at the right time of the season. So I will take that all day, every day. That's coming up here soon. We're going to break down all those playoff matchups. We'll do our predictions. We'll do all of it coming up here in the next week. All right, we're going to raid Heavenly. We haven't raided Heavenly in a while.
Yep, miss her.
We miss some Heavenly. She's playing some guitar, it looks like. So we're going to raid out Heavenly, give her some love tonight. And then Sunday, I think we'll talk some NFL draft. Maybe we'll do a community night. Maybe we'll play some games. I don't know. We'll have some fun. Either way, we'll do something fun with you guys here on stream. So that being said, we're going to wrap things up for the night. Thank you guys for being here. I know we didn't really have a direction we were going, but we had a great conversation about a lot of different things. Playoffs, the Masters, Mike Vrabel, cheating on your spouse, all the fun topics.
All the good things.
That need to be discussed.
And then also we'll be keeping an eye on the Colorado Rockies tomorrow. Let's go.
It's happening.
Yeah, I went ahead and took the spread for Colorado.
Yeah. I mean,
get out your Rocktober towels because it's a big
what?
day.
What's the?
I have a yellow towel.
What's the line on the spread plus 1.5?
Yeah, I got it at minus 126.
Oh, you got a better number. This is plus 132 or minus 132. Sorry.
Yeah.
Minus 132. Thank you guys all. Chairman, thank you for the 43 months. Evil, thank you for the 200 bits. Cuban, thank you for the 48 months. Def Cloning, thank you for the follow. Joe and Captain, thank you for the tier 1s. Thank you for all your support. And yeah, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back Sunday. Between now and Sunday, go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phone down. Enjoy the people and things around you. And go be a good person. Scotty, what else you got?
Yeah, as always, love hanging out with you guys. Appreciate you all. I mean, it's been 5 years now. Some of you 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been. So appreciate you hanging with us. And yeah, enjoy the Masters as you should. become golf fans if you're not.
Get your bets
I'm
in.
gonna sleep through it.
Get it together.
I'm gonna sleep right
so
through it.
We got a lot coming up with playoffs and hockey and basketball and baseball, obviously. Hello.
All of it. Let's go. Rockies
So,
to the
appreciate you all.
Rocktober.
For October, let's do it.
So guys, love you guys. We will see you. Thank you, Medusa. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. By the way, Medusa Cuban, we're gonna get the details for the Lab Rat Summit here when Rec is out here. We're all gonna get together. We're gonna start planning that out. So just make sure you're ready. The weekend of the draft. Don't have plans because we're gonna have a lot of fun things happening. So can't wait for that. Love you guys. See you on Sunday.
Deuces.
Bye, everybody. October came in early this year. October and April.
Where's the? My question is, where's the parade gonna be? Where's the parade? Where's the parade gonna
Probably take
be?
it out of downtown. It's not safe down there.